So if it was that easy, everybody would have done that. So I have this DM in front of me which I just saw, where somebody is saying that he has just recently following me and found my account and liking my content as well. It is valuable to him, and now he's asking me this question that how to grow on Instagram. He has already spent 10,000 rupees on Instagram and not able to grow. So I'm going to be sharing my experience with Instagram account since past couple of years now, and I'm going to show you exactly what I am doing to build something on Instagram. I'll show you what I'm building on Instagram, because I'm not after followers, I'm not after number of likes, I'm not after number of comments, I'm after real engagement, and that is what I'm going to talk about in this particular episode right after this intro. Hello and welcome to another episode of DPVLog, where today we're going to be discussing how to actually legally grow, alright? How to actually grow on Instagram in 2018. Now, before we jump into the actual meat and stuff, let me tell you, if you are listening to me, if you're watching this on my channel for the first ever time, this is your host and host, Digital Pratik, who keeps on learning, applying and sharing something new every single day in digital space, especially when it comes to social media content creation. And it's more of like learning. Okay, so this is the thing which happened yesterday as well. My phone fell off. Any which ways, you'll have to just... Come on, baby. Come on. My baby just fall down. And to be honest, where I'm putting up the phone is this place. The exact dashboard where I'm trying to put my phone all the time, and it's not being able to catch up because whenever there is some road bumps, it falls down. So today, I don't want to make my iPhone fall anymore. And I'm going to find a nice little place. I'm going to stop by. I'm going to pull over my car and I'm going to talk to you in a second. Okay, so let's talk about this thing which is known as growing on Instagram. Now, there are a lot of definitions or a lot of things which I personally believe. I don't know about others, so this is just my experience. So if you have any other opinion, do let me know in the comments below. So if you are here for the first ever time, do subscribe to this channel, because I put up daily content, daily episodes on social media content creation and how you can effectively create content using your mobile phone, and how to grow legally, how to ethically build your brand. So now coming back to this question, how to grow on Instagram, how to get followers, blah blah blah. So now, growing on Instagram, I treat that term as something in different segments. Growing on Instagram may be something like building your personal brand. Growing on Instagram may be just building your portfolio by using story highlights. Growing on Instagram may be just getting up to 1 million followers, that might be your target, and then converting that page into shout out page. Growing on Instagram may be something wherein you are just handling some client's page on Instagram, and you're growing their content and building content and creating content just for them. Growing on Instagram may be just testing out a couple of things on a personal account and then trying out hell lot of things on your business page. So there are various different segments on growing on Instagram. When it personally, this is my personal thought. I don't know about other people. This is my personal thinking when it comes to growing on Instagram. Now, let me tell you how I define myself and why you should be listening, because you might be wondering, if you are following me for any point in time, then you must be knowing that right now, as of now, I'm recording this particular episode. This is 8th or 9th of May 2018. So it's May 2018, and you must be knowing that on my Instagram account right now, there are only close to somewhere around 2,500 followers. It's not that big. And this particular page which I'm talking about, on which I have 2,500 followers right now, this page is just 1 year old. This account has been started in July 2017. It's not that old. And let me tell you the story behind this page. This page had a username Fit Digital Pratik, where I started documenting my fitness journey over there. I started my calisthenics workouts in June 2017, and then I slowly and steadily started documenting that in the form of Instagram videos, content, and that was in July 2017. So right now, as of now, I'm recording, this is May, so it's hardly been 10 months now for this particular page. But now you can see the username is Digital Pratik. So that is my personal brand. So when I created this page, it was Fit Digital Pratik, where I just thought of creating and documenting my fitness journey. But then I realized that I had multiple accounts. Now another account which I am able to show over here, which is having some username, something like Digital Pratik _ old _ account. Then there is another account over here which is follow me on _ Digital Pratik, something like that. So all these pages are my own pages. So I have been doing Instagram. Now there is a difference between doing Instagram and running an Instagram page, because you might be running multiple pages and you might be doing Instagram since 2014, 2015. So I personally am doing Instagram since late 2015, so I would say 2016. So it has hardly been 2.5 years for me into Instagram. But now I have tested a lot on this particular account. As you can see, it is an Instagram theme days where I'm just testing out hell lot of things which is motivational stuff, and it is in a fixed pattern wherein I have 9 different color palettes created, and it is in a fixed flow. So if you scroll on this particular Instagram page, which was earlier having a username @iPhonepreneur. So if you see in any of those accounts, it is having @iPhonepreneur, because I used to create all those images using my iPhone, and it is having a symbol of iPhone. So iPhonepreneur having something which is marketing with smile. So I had the tagline over there, and I used to produce 9 unique pieces of content every single day on that particular account. Another account which I had was a mix of plenty of things. I used to test around. That is little bit older account. That used to be Digital Pratik account. But now this account which I am able to show you over here, where I am putting up content, unique pieces of content every single day, which is way much more better than what I used to post on my previous accounts. The reason behind that is only and only test and learn, learn, apply and share. I have been doing this content creation on Instagram since long now. I have been learning every single day. I have been applying something new every single day, and I have been sharing that something new every single day with you people. That is what I actually tell people: learn, apply and share, because nobody is perfect and nobody will be perfect. You just keep on growing. If you stop learning, you stop growing. That is the thing which I would like to tell you. How do you want to grow on Instagram? Do you just want followers, or you want to build a loyal audience? Right now I have a loyal audience. Though I have 2,500 followers, I am getting at least 5 to 10 DMs every single day asking me, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you create these kind of Instagram stories? All such kind of questions. Now why? Because my content is strong. Because my content is valuable. I'm not just randomly putting up selfie videos. If you're watching this particular clip right now, this might be from a YouTube video. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you go on my Instagram and you'll find one Instagram story where I'll be putting up this in a totally different level. I might be putting this up on Instagram post in a totally different level. I might be putting this up on Snapchat on a totally different level. So you have to repurpose your content and make it even more better for your audience, because on various different social media platforms, they behave totally different. So that is my key over here. I would like to tell you, how do you want to grow your Instagram account? Do you want to build a shout out page? If yes, then simply grow like a meme page. You can just create a meme page. I even tested a meme page, which is this one. I have 2 different meme pages being tested out. I'm not working on that. I just create these kind of pages to test out. Why? Because I am into content creation. I want to build beautiful content. I just want to face that challenge of creating content in different niches, so that when I get clients, I don't face challenges over there. If I create content for meme pages, that is a totally different segment. Time required for those kind of things might be different, as against time required for video posts, which I'm doing on Digital Pratik is. So different segments of content creation is what I personally feel challengeable about, in which I want to grow my Instagram account. So I want to build my loyal audience. If I have 2,500 followers, I want to get 5 to 25 DMs every single day asking me about my content, getting value out of my content. People are getting value. As you can see right over here, the reason why I'm doing this particular video episode is because somebody asked me over here, and somebody said that they have been recently following my Instagram page, but they are liking my content. They're finding valuable. The reason why they are liking my content is because it is valuable. It is not just random crappy selfie. If you are a model, if you are an actor, if you are an actress, you can just post your selfies. If you are into yoga, you can put up your poses over there. That is fine, but I'm not like that. I am building something which is somewhere around revolving around social media content creation. How do you effectively create social media content? I just want to create a social media account creation like machine on my Instagram. I want to just serve my community over here. I want to serve you guys in creating highly effective content, which a lot of people take time. If you try to create something, if you see on my Instagram page, if you try to create such kind of videos, it will take a lot of time. People often enough ask me what kind of tools and apps I'm using. Plainly and simply, I have answers for them. I have recorded videos. The reason why I'm doing this particular episode is I want to answer that question not in form of text and just 1 or 2 lines. I could have done that, but I'm recording this episode right now, and it's almost like close to 10 minutes or somewhere around 8 minutes. I don't remember because I cannot see the time right now. But as you saw, I was just traveling. I saw this DM while I was moving and I was about to sit in my car. I just saw this DM and I thought of recording this random episode for my DPVLog series so that you find it valuable. How do you want to grow, guys? How do you want to grow? Now, other than that, on the second part of that question, that that person has already spent somewhere around 10k. Now, I'm sure that might be rupees, 10,000 rupees, because if it is dollars, that is like close to 7-8 lakh rupees. So I'm sure if you have spent 7 to 8 lakh rupees, you must have grown, all right? But if you are spending just 10,000 rupees, trust me, guys, it's very less budget. You cannot get something out of this much of a budget, because you have to understand, guys. Let's take an example of Google AdWords. If you are not aware about Google AdWords, let me tell you in brief. Google AdWords is something which is a Google ad product, wherein if you type on Google, you see some advertisements on the top. So people who are doing Google AdWords, let's take 2 different examples. One is somebody who is into auto insurance business and somebody who is into oil factory or oil refinery industry. So the one which is into auto insurance industry, if they run Instagram account, that might be close to somewhere around 2,000 to up to 4,000 rupees a click. And somebody who is into this oil refinery or let's say fitness industry, they might be having this 100 to 200 rupees per click for their advertisements, CPC, cost per click. So now you have to understand, if both of these parties has 10,000 rupees budget, then this guy would only get 2 or 3 clicks, while this guy would get somewhere around 100 to 1,000 clicks. So the conversion ratio for this guy who is having 10,000 rupees is way much more higher than this guy who is having the same budget of 10,000. So it totally depends. My point over here in giving this example of Google AdWords and 2 different segments is you have to figure out, you have to test it out for your business. Different businesses work in different categories, and different platforms work in different niches. So you have to figure out, guys, test and learn. There is no fixed answer that if you spend 1 lakh rupees, you'll get this much result. You have to test it out. If somebody is achieving some results, that is just to follow. That is just to motivate yourself. You cannot get the same exact formula, the same exact result, because the person who is doing that might have some different efforts. They might put in some 18 hours effort, but how much is the productivity? If you might be putting up the same effort, but how much is the productivity? How much is the budget? All those factors matters, guys. So this is the real hard truth. I don't want to go fancy over here by just telling you that, hey, this is the too cool little hack in Instagram and you can reach out the explore page and grow your Instagram account. If there was any hack possible, then I would have grown my Instagram account to 1 million followers over the night. It is not possible. It is if you buy followers. Just go to Google, type buy Instagram followers. You'll get bunch of services over there, but don't buy that. They are Autobots. They are followers which will follow you and unfollow you. That is crap. I have done myself. I have stated this thing in my previous episodes as well. So don't buy followers, guys. Build your audience. It's not about just getting followers. It is about building an audience. Grow your Instagram is equal to build an audience. Build a loyal audience who stays with you forever and who keeps on engaging with you forever. You have to serve your community, bring value to your people, and you will grow on Instagram or any other social media platform. Now, the reason why I have 2,500 followers is because I don't worry about the followers. I don't worry about the number of followers. I worry about the engagement. I worry about the insights, which if I go into one of the posts over here, let's say if I'm going into insights of this post, when I click on view insights, I'm able to see these things wherein I'm reaching the explore page. I'm able to see how many people are saving my content. So if somewhere around 200 people are viewing my content, if 11 people are saving my content, that is huge. That is huge amount of content, guys. That is huge amount of engagement on your content. That is what you have to figure out, guys. You don't have to worry. You might have seen some people's account who has 1 million followers, but they might have just 3,000 views. Crap. and they don't even have comments. They might have some comments which is automatic. I love this, I like this. You don't have to fall into that crap, guys. You have to build your audience. If you are having 2,000 followers, and if you are having 300 video views, and if you are having 10 comments on that, if people are saving your content, if people are DMing you, that is what is engagement. People are getting connected. It's all about bonding, guys. What is social media platform? It's about connecting with people in genuine way, not just Autobots. So that is what my crux is, guys. If I have to say on this topic, it will go on and on and on and on. And I'm sweating now because I've turned on the turn off the car because that sound was coming on. And that's it for this particular episode, guys. I hope you found valuable. Let me know if you have any other thought process with how to grow on Instagram. Obviously, there are technical parts of it, like using hashtags properly, up to 5 as per the latest update, which I have stated in my previous episodes. There are caption. You should write beautiful caption. You should have beautiful bio. You should have beautiful pictures. You should have beautiful content. All those shit works, but you have to bring value to your community. Nobody's gonna come to your account and like randomly unless and until they get value out of it. They might like 1, 2, 3, 4 nth time, but they won't like it or they won't engage it on the 11th time. They'll just go away. They'll unfollow you. That is what you have to do. You have to bring value for the long term. As Gary Vaynerchuk says, you have to play micro versus macro, wherein micro is all about speed. Test things quickly, and play the long game. Play for the macro game. Micro speed versus macro patience. That is what you have to figure out while you are growing your Instagram account in 2018 and upcoming years. That's it for this particular episode, guys. I love you. I really wanted to provide you value and truth about how I am personally growing Instagram account and why I'm not worried about the number of followers anymore. And that is what you should be following up on. That's it for this particular episode. If you haven't, then subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and I look forward to see you in the next one. Till then, take care, bye-bye, and as always, guys, stay awesome, God bless, and I look forward to see you in the next one.
If you have missed out on the previous one, do check out this video, latest video from DigiPerform's YouTube channel. Do check out over there. And if you haven't subscribed to these channels, tap on the individual logos, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification, and I look forward to see you in the next ones. And yes, this is how I record. It's all natural.